protectors of the Sunnah followers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam Allah wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our hadith class. And for this class, we are studying the hadiths from the chapter of Imam Bukhari's collection entitled The Heart Softeners. And let's look at the hadith that's up for discussion tonight. And again, all of these hadiths are found in it says screen sharing, good. Yeah, all these hadiths are found in Sahih Bukhari, and this is the chapter that is entitled Heart Softeners. Let's put it up on the screen here. Okay. So this is the hadith that's in the 23rd chapter of, the 23rd part of this chapter. And this hadith is one that we discussed in a previous class. It's narrated by Sahal ibn Sa'd. He said that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever can guarantee the chastity of what lies between your jaws and what lies between your legs, then I can guarantee paradise for him. What does he mean here? What the Prophet is saying is whoever can guarantee that he or she can keep himself chaste in regards to his private parts. That means not having sex unless you are married, not dressing in a way that is unbecoming for the Muslim woman or man, not flirting, not soliciting yourself for people to pick you up and make passes at you and all of that, not touching people that are not lawful for you to touch. If you can guarantee to not do that, and if you can guarantee to control your tongue, to not lie, to not cheat, to not slander, to not backbite other people, to not go around hurting people with your tongue. If you can guarantee to not do those things, then the Prophet said, and I can guarantee paradise for you. Now, why did the Prophet say these things? Well, he said because most of the people from this nation will be punished in the hellfire because either they did not fulfill their obligations to Allah, such as praying and fasting and wearing hijab and stuff, or they are punished in hell because they could not control their private parts. They were having sex out of wedlock, doing things that are haram sexually, or they were hurting people, talking about people with their tongues, spreading gossip, spreading malicious rumors to harm the character of another Muslim. So those are the reasons why the majority of the people of this nation will be punished in their graves. We're talking about the resurrection. We already know that you won't be waiting to the day of judgment to be punished. Whatever sins you died upon, you're going to start being punished for them when you're in that grave. And these are the two main sins, your tongue, the people you hurt, the falsehood, the gossip, the rumors you carried and circulated about people that's not true, and the illegal sexual actions that you performed. So as Muslims, we have to work on being more pious. A pious person is a righteous person. A righteous person is a person that is very mindful of what he says out of his mouth. Like the prophet said, if you don't have anything good to say about a person, then shut up. Don't say nothing. If you see somebody on Facebook comment about how they like a certain speaker, even if you don't like that person, don't go behind them and say, oh, he's a bad person. No, keep it to yourself. Don't nobody care to hear your opinion, because all you doing is circulating drama that's going to cause you to be punished for it in that grave. All right. So now that I've explained the meaning of this hadith, who can tell us, how does it impact you in your personal life? Anyone would like to share? Go ahead.
I would like to share.
Okay.
This is two very, very powerful things to think about, to ponder over, and to ponder over all the time, because many times I make a supplication and I ask Allah to help me to guard my tongue, and definitely and the private parts, because I know how serious those sins are, and how detrimental it could be if you do not have control over what you say out of your mouth. That can be very, very harmful to other people and yourself in the hereafter. So it's something to really, sometimes we forget, and we don't think it's as serious with our mouth or our tongue as with our other parts. But it is. It's very serious. And we could do so much harm. The backbiting, the slander, the gossip, it can do so much harm. And we already know about the private parts, and that's why I was asked Allah, to protect me. I seek refuge from zina, and this is something that I keep in mind all the time. And it's very important. These are two very important things to always remember. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for sharing that, Sister Sabrina. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is a very scary hadith right here. That zina part ain't no thing, but that mouth part, them tongues, that's the scary part, to remember to if you don't have nothing good to say, to keep your mouth closed. Just don't say nothing. And that's the challenge, Allah just have to help me.
Yeah, especially for us women. The prophet said that we women suffer with that more so than the men. Well, the men do in a different way, especially with social media. They're the ones that's, quick to put out lies and slander against people of knowledge or whatnot. But the women do it in another way. We are the ones that circulate rumors. We like to gossip and get in people's business and try to figure stuff out and gossip. So we have to be more mindful. But this hadith is really talking about hurting, the kind of gossip and rumor that destroys a person's honor, that destroys a person's character. This is what this is talking about. There's different levels of trivial speech, but this is speaking about the trivial speech that is harmful to another person's honor and reputation. We see it all the time. And women, for example, you get mad at me. You're mad at me because I said something that you don't like, or you don't like the way I said something to you. So, I'm going to go make a Facebook page and I'm going to bash her. I'm going to tell everybody to stay away from her, boycott her. Don't go buy food from her store. Don't buy her. Don't play with her children. Don't talk to her family members because she did this to me. This is what women do. And this is the type of tongue that he's talking about, the kind that destroys. You're going to destroy my livelihood. You're going to destroy my honor You're going to destroy my reputation because you didn't like that I said something to you. You don't like the way I said something, or you don't like what I told you. You know, this is what this is speaking about. It's more that than anything else that's destroying a person's income, a person's honor, a person's character, a person's family. That's the type of failure to control your tongue this is talking about. This is worse than just the trivial stuff that he said something bad. I don't know. This is dangerous, dangerous stuff. Yeah. Anyone else would like to comment?
I want to comment. I think it all boils down to two of how people take things, because what bothers me might not bother the next person.
Right.
Because some people, they talk being harsh or whatever, and it doesn't bother me. But so it all depends on how a person take
That's
things,
what I'm
and
saying.
if they
It's
feel
not talking
that
about that. That's what I'll share. That's why you have to understand. I mean, it ain't talking about that type of stuff. It ain't talking about stuff like what we go through here at Zoom room. Like you might not understand. Oh, Layla, I don't know what you mean by clown. It ain't that type of stuff. This is talking about you put up something where don't go to that person's store and buy what he's selling anymore. You're destroying their income. You're destroying my honor, my reputation, my family, my children. This is what we ain't talking about, the misunderstandings that happen by, Layla said I was ugly. Yeah, you ugly. So what you gonna do? We ain't talking about that. We talking about to the point where I lose my money. I can't pay my rent. People won't talk to me. They are boycotting my children, like what the Quraysh did to the prophet. That's what this is talking about. What the Quraysh did to the prophet. They lied, slandered him. When the people would come to Mecca to make Hajj, and he would try to call them to Islam, they would say, oh, he's a madman, he's crazy. They wanted people to think that he was a magician, a sorcerer, to destroy him. That's what this is talking. This is not talking about, oh, I don't like the way Layla talks. Oh, Layla's always, no, this ain't the type of stuff. We talking about the stuff that destroys people's honor, their reputation, their livelihood. Y'all understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, okay.
So I would take it to heart just in general for what just the type of person that I am. So I would definitely I wouldn't do that to no one anyway, but this hadith is actually a good hadith for people to ponder on. They really need to ponder on the punishment that caused of that. So I think
a person's life is destroyed. This happens a lot. Women do it all the time. We've had, even I can use this website. Look at over the years, guys, how many people, look at them sisters from MySpace in Texas. They took a lot of time going to every mosque they could go to in Texas, slandering. That was, if this was my livelihood, I would have been ruined. But but it wasn't my livelihood, but it was my reputation. You know what I'm saying? They tried to destroy my reputation because they didn't like the way I answered their questions. Or they don't like what I said. So they went to every mosque putting up flyers, boycott this website and all that. They end up hurting themselves because the ones that did it ain't even Muslim no more. Okay. And the ones that are still Muslim, look where they belong to. They with the Shiites. Or they're with the Qadariya trying to be theologists. So we're talking about the type of tongue movement that destroys a person's honor, reputation, or livelihood. Y'all get that? Because like Mina said, what you don't like, somebody else may like. You may not like a person that's brutally honest, but Allah loves honesty. Okay, you may not like a woman who's passionate in her speech. Allah loves women who are passionate in their speech. But this is talking about destroying a person. And this is something that the Arabs were doing a lot of back then, and they still do. People in general do it today. If they didn't like you, they destroy your honor. They try to take away your livelihood, destroy your family. People do it today too. Destroy my property, destroy my family, destroy my honor. So that's it. This is more serious than just I don't like the way she sounds. She scares me. This is more than that. Yes. Anyone else? Yeah, so we have to be careful of that. All right, this is a good hadith to put into action, guys. And also don't forget that private part stuff. That's a big problem today. Muslims out there having sex without being married. That's self-explanatory. And the gay blades. We ain't even got to talk about you, but you know who you are. Oops. Okay. Y'all better get it together. You know, sex out of wedlock. This is a major sin. We already talked about the punishment for that. When you in your grave, your soul will be placed in a hot oven in the hellfire with a bunch of other naked women and naked men, and you will be boiled to a cinder. You want that to happen until the day of judgment? You better stop fornicating. You better stop adulterating. You better stop sodomizing. And I'm talking about you brothers out there who sodomize your wives. Guess what? Gay blade. You know, sodomy is haram. Even with your own wife, it's haram. That's what this hadith is speaking about. All that is covered under private parts. Even what you and your wife are doing in private. You better stop that sodomy crap. Okay? All right. I want to thank everybody for joining and participating in this session. I did post up on the Sunnah Followers Facebook page, guys, your homework assignment from Dr. Asim. This is what he wants done. You write 3 paragraphs, and you're going to read from those 3 paragraphs because you guys are having a hard time with this. You're going to read from those 3 paragraphs using the meaning of as-samad. As-samad. Allah is as-samad. He's self-sufficient. He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate. The ultimate. Okay, you're going to take those 3 meanings that I gave you, and you're going to write 3 paragraphs, 1 paragraph for each of those words as to how you incorporate that in your life, and give an example as to how you would incorporate it. Y'all got till Friday to have it together. All right. Okay, I'm closing out on Facebook. We're live in a Zoom room. And by the way, guys, I will have recordings playing all night. If you guys want to listen to, watch videos and nice videos with recordings, and see if you can pick out who the Qadariya are. I invite you to join my website at night, because that's when I'm playing all these videos. And let's put to test if you can recognize who's Qadariya and who isn't. Because I'm telling you, you're going to hear, you're going to be shocked to find out who are the ones that's using fabricated hadiths and weak hadiths as their proof. But they're telling you that if it's a hadith narrated by one person, they don't accept it. You're going to be shocked. You'll hear the people who are famous who say that Allah is pleased with everything he created. Well, I've heard about 5 of them say that. Okay. You're going to be shocked to listen to these brothers and hear them say things like Allah is not capable of creating evil. We created ourselves. So if y'all want to hear these and see who the Qadariyas are amongst us today, join my Zoom room. I'll have the videos playing all night long. And you're going to be like, oh, Layla taught us that. Oh, it's going to shock you. All right, so I'm closing out on Facebook. We're live in Zoom. All right. Let me get this video to y'all. Hold on.